Cry Andre, the leader of a powerful clan called the Grieving Souls, is known for his wisdom and strength. But the truth is, he's actually weak and doesn't want the job. He just wants to quit. Right now, he's reluctantly standing in line at a treasure hunter clan meeting, even though he doesn't really want to be there. In this world, treasure hunters are like celebrities, risking their lives to explore treasure vaults and fight dangerous monsters. Despite the risks, many people join clans to become famous or wealthy, like those in First Steps, one of the capital's top guilds. Andre is trying to stay unnoticed, but a girl named Ruta starts talking to him from behind. He ignores her at first, but then she steps in front and introduces herself as a level 3 hunter, offering a handshake. Andre declines and only tells her his name. Even though she's a bit disappointed, she continues chatting, telling him how she's been hunting alone until she found a vault called the White Wolf Den, but couldn't handle it by herself. So she decided to join a group. A guy ahead of them overhears and tells Ruta she shouldn't be taking on dangerous vaults like White Wolf Den at her low level, calling her an amateur. Ruta gets angry and Andre regrets not staying home to avoid the drama. Ruta pulls out her knives, ready to fight, but a guard steps in, reminding her this isn't a place for fighting and she could be banned from the meeting. Ruta quickly puts her knives away and apologizes, while Andre pretends he's not involved. Later, they enter the meeting together since Ruta doesn't know anyone else. She feels overwhelmed seeing all the strong and experienced hunters around her, having never been in a place like that before. Ruta asked Andre if he had been to the recruitment meeting before, and he told her it was his 5th time. In the world of hunters, talent is everything, and even nobody can rise in the ranks with enough skill. Ruta noticed a lively group of hunters in flashy outfits on the other side of the room and asked Andre about them. He explained that they were Arc Brave, the strongest group recruiting today. They once cleared a level 7 vault with just 6 members, which earned them a lot of respect. Their leader, Arc Rodin, is very picky about who he recruits, but joining his group almost guarantees a successful hunter career. Ruta then asked about an empty desk in the corner, but before Andre could answer, Greg, the guy they argued with earlier, stepped in to explain. Greg said the desk belonged to the Grieving Souls, a legendary group of childhood friends who became famous after arriving in the capital. Rumors suggested they might be recruiting today, but since they weren't there, Greg thought the rumors were false. Just then, a kid who was eager to join the Grieving Souls got frustrated that they hadn't shown up, as his dream was to become the strongest hunter. Greg found the kid's frustration amusing, but Ruta stayed quiet, knowing the kid was actually a higher level than her. At that moment, a girl named Tino stepped forward, ready to shut the red-haired kid up because she believed she was the only one worthy of joining the Grieving Souls. Her partner tried to calm her down, thinking it wasn't worth making a scene, even though the red-haired kid was annoying. The tension in the room seemed to settle down, but then Greg stirred things up again, and now everyone was excited for a fight. Tino and the red-haired kid squared off, and Andre could sense things were about to get chaotic. Not wanting to be involved, he asked Ruta to step outside with him. Just as the fight was about to begin, Tino, who was ready to seriously hurt the kid, suddenly sensed someone familiar. She saw Andre and completely forgot about the fight, rushing toward him. Surprised, Andre stumbled and Tino nervously called him Master, asking if he saw her lose control. Then Arc, the leader of Arc Brave, approached Andre and greeted him, mentioning that they had been waiting for him. It was then revealed that Andre was not only the leader of the Grieving Souls, but also the most important person in the room. Everyone who recognized him was shocked, realizing who he really was. Even though he was getting all this attention, Andre felt sick from it and just wanted to go home. Years ago, when Andre and his childhood friends first arrived in the capital, they were clearing beginner vaults incredibly fast. But there was a catch. Andre didn't know what he was doing. He was once saved from a monster, and his teammates thought he was using himself as bait on purpose, so he played along even though he almost got eaten. They all shared a dream of becoming top-tier hunters, but Andre knew he was just average. He worried he would hold the group back, so he tried to quit. But somehow, instead of leaving, he ended up being made the leader of the group. Now, even though Andre just wants to retire, he's stuck leading his talented friends. Ruta and Greg were both shocked to learn that Andre had been the clan master all along. As Andre tried to relax in his chair, Arc approached him again and asked if he arrived late just to blend in with the crowd. Andre insists he simply overslept, but Arc doesn't believe him. No matter how much Andre tries to explain, people always see him as more impressive than he actually is. Tino, unhappy with how close Arc seems to be to Andre, wants Arc kicked out of the clan, but Andre refuses. Tino is a level 4 hunter and an apprentice to Liz, one of Andre's childhood friends, so she spends a lot of time around him. Arc then asks Andre if he sees any good candidates for recruitment. However, there isn't a big need for new members since Arc rarely recruits. Seeing an opportunity, Andre asks if Arc would seriously consider his suggestions. To everyone's surprise, Ark agrees to recruit anyone Andri recommends. The vice captain tries to change his mind, but Ark insists that if Andri vouches for someone, they must be worth it. Tuna blushes, thinking Andri might suggest her, but she feels conflicted because she doesn't really like Ark. Suddenly, Gilbert, the kid from earlier, stands up and begs for a chance to join. Andri tells him he'll recommend him under one condition, that Gilbert proves he can always win as a hunter. If he lacks strength, he could put his party in danger. So Andri wants him to show that he has what it takes to come out on top. Andri's words hold weight because ever since he became a hunter, he has never lost a battle, though that's only because he's never actually fought in a real one. Andri takes off one of his ring artifacts and announces to the hunters that whoever brings it to Ark will be welcomed into his team. He throws the ring into the crowd, eager to watch the chaos unfold. Gilbert grabs it first, but before he can react, Tino leaps at him and knees him so hard that he's knocked across the room, likely needing medical help. The ring rolls across the floor, and after a brief pause, everyone starts scrambling for it, leading to an all-out brawl. Andri, unfazed by the chaos, quietly slips away. By the next morning, the fight had made front-page news because the bar was completely wrecked, although no one was seriously injured. Eva informs Andri that the Explorers Association has called for a private meeting, and he knows they're going to scold him. When he asks how Ark reacted, Eva says Ark found it amusing and wasn't upset. Andri, hoping to use Ark's good mood to his advantage, jokingly suggests sending Ark the bill for repairs and having him attend the meeting. But Eva reminds him the meeting is specifically for Andri. Knowing he has no way out, Andri reluctantly agrees to go, aware that if he doesn't, Gark, the head of the association, will track him down. Andri plans to use his usual trick to avoid getting into too much trouble. Groveling and apologizing, he argues that the only thing damaged was the bar, no one got hurt, and the owner has already been compensated for repairs, so there shouldn't be any more issues. Gark, seeing Andri's apology, decides to let it go for now without even yelling at him. Andri still needs to take responsibility for causing the chaos, so Gark assigns him a quest that he can't refuse. The association gets lots of quests, but some are so tough or low-paying that hunters consider them chores and no one wants to do them. Andri tries to act like he's too important for a chore, but Gark won't let him off the hook. Forced to choose, Andri looks through the quest book and picks the easiest one, a level 3 quest. He plans to pass the job on to Ark, but when he goes to find him, Tino tells him Ark is at a meeting with nobles. With no other options, Andri is stuck with the task. At that moment, Andri notices Tino is wearing his ring, meaning she won the game from yesterday. Ignoring that for now, he asks if she's free. Tino, thinking he's about to ask her out on a date, gets excited, but she's disappointed when Andri reveals he just wants her to do the quest for him. She tries to run, but Andri summons his chained dog, Silver, to catch her. Tied to a chair, Tino listens as Andri explains the mission. Feeling betrayed, she complains that she wanted a date, not to do his lazy quest. When she suggests Andri should go with her, he refuses, not wanting to do the work. Instead, he sends her off with the hunters from yesterday to complete the quest. This wraps up the first episode of Let This Grieving Soul Retire recap. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.